qualified for the World Cup. Go and compete. We'll prepare and we'll go and we'll do our best. We'll put them under pressure. The game is about being effective, being aggressive, winning the ball, getting on with the play. We'll put them under pressure.
Hi, oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. I didn't take the background off. Trust Dermotron to get this all fucking wrong. Hang on, let me finish. Hang on, let me get there, guys. Let me get there. Wrong one. There we go. That is the right one. And hello and welcome to Thfc Till I Die. Your home at Tottenham, past, present, and the exciting future on the Edge Postacoglu with me, Dermotron. This is my pre-game thoughts, and it's not pre-recorded. It's live. And I thought I did it live for a change. And I thought I'd just try it live and see what happens. See if it's better for you guys. If you like it live or you want me to stick it as pre-record, I will do next one as a pre-record. But let me know what you think, guys. But welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well. I'm only going to go for 20 minutes, half an hour. That's about it. Because I am on Dave's later at 4:15, I think, on the pre-match pump-up. And then we're back here then at 7:30 tonight. Or 7:30 tonight we're live. Because we're doing something a bit different. I'm going to be covering the Tottenham game, as I always do for every Spurs game here on this channel. But Colin is joining me. He's going to give me an update from all the other games in the Premier League tonight, all the other games that are in the League One or League Two. We're going to keep you up to date with absolutely everything. So let us know what you think of that tonight. But hello, how are you? I hope you're all having a good Tuesday lunchtime. And all now, Easter is over and you're back at work. So let's crack on with the talking points. What we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk a little bit about Van der Ven is to return tonight in the starting lineup. Me and Philip have done a predicted lineup, and I will be bringing it up later to let you know. West Ham's double over Spurs as well. If they do beat Tottenham tonight, it will be the first time they've done a double for a few years, because me and Philip's then predicted lineup. We're going to go through the head-to-head between Spurs and West Ham over the last 5 years. And I'm going to give you that where you can watch the game, where it's on, if you're in England, if you're in America, if you're in Canada, we'll go that far. And then last but not least, I will give you my game score at the end. So let's crack in with it. Van der Ven is set to return tonight, guys. I think rightly so. I think he was missed on Saturday. I think Radu is a good player. Don't get me wrong. Radu is a very, very good player, but I think he was nervous. He was nervous against Fulham, and he was nervous against Luton on Saturday for a good part of that first half. Now, he did grow into the game, but I just feel we missed Van der Ven. We missed him for his pace. We missed him for his calmness. We missed him for his relationship he's got with Romero. And a lot of people, I think, have missed that trick, that him and Romero have a very good partnership at the back. And that back four as a whole understands each other. Now, it will come in time with Radu. He will get some understanding with the back four, with Romero or with Van der Ven. But I think as you start now, Porro, Destiny, Romero, Van der Ven, that is your back four. That is your Kyle Walker, Danny Rose, Young, and Toby we had back in the day. And then with Vicario as well. That back five is one solid unit. Once we have them, it all comes from them, and we all play better from the back. So look, I'm glad he's back tonight. He is in our predicted lineup, so we will get into that later. But West Ham, they did beat us early in the season. Of course, 2-1 at White Hart Lane. But it will be their first double if they beat us tonight. Hang on, just let me get this right. It will be their first double since the 2013-2014 season. And I'm hoping it's not. But if they do have a good record against us. And look, as much as I love my Spurs, I fear for this game. I fear for West Ham. I hate this game. It makes me nervous. It makes me really edgy. It's the one game a year. I think Arsenal, I get nervous. Chelsea, I get nervous. But West Ham, I get really nervous over it because I hate losing to West Ham. I hate losing to Arsenal. I hate losing to Chelsea. But I really, really, really hate losing to West Ham. Really do. I can't stand it. For some apparent reason, I cannot stand losing to West Ham. I hate losing to West Ham. And to be fair, it's more of a game. West Ham think this is a bigger game for them than it is for us. But I can't stand losing to them. They're a bunch of bobber blowing, Barney the Dinosaurs, East End Londoners that have big mouths. That's all. And you go to a stadium, right? You go to their stadium, and you need binoculars to see the game. Seriously, you need to take a mountain kit. It's like going out camping or going out hiking, and you want to do a bit of bird watching. You take your binoculars with you. That's what you do when you go to the West Ham London Stadium. You have to take your binoculars with you to have a look at the game because you cannot see the game from the stands. It's ridiculous. God, West Ham get me so edgy. Big up to DJ Samuel. Says, afternoon, guys. Afternoon, DJ. Big up to Neil. Says, Terminator. Looks like you're almost alone. I am alone. I'm very alone today. Philip's going up to Dublin. Colin's at work, so he won't be joining me tonight. I'm on my own, but I've got you guys. I'm never alone while I'm with you guys. This is why I did this live. Big up to Peter M. He says, hi, Dermot Coys. Big up, Peter. We've got Neil Shafton. Vicario being unavailable is concerning. I don't know if that's true or that's an April Fool's joke. I haven't heard anything like that, to be fair, Neil. But I think there was an April Fool's Day joke going around yesterday saying that Vicario was out for the season. I think that was a little bit of an April Fool's joke, I think. But I haven't heard anything this morning. Peter says, yep, I agree. West Ham always make me edgy. We should always win over them, but they offer hard opposition. They do. And with them losing 4-3 on Saturday, it makes them more of a dangerous opposition tonight because they will be angry. They will be hungry to come back and get a result and make up for that result on Sunday. And it just makes me so edgy. This game, I am so nervous about this game. Hopefully the Spurs that turned up at Villa will turn up tonight. I hope so too, Peter. I really hope so too. And look, the team that turned up at Fulham should be totally ashamed in themselves. The team that turned up at Fulham, that's the team. That's the team we want to see every game. And look, there's a stat here, Peter, and the guys, and it really is an unbelievable stat. And when I saw this stat, when it came up, it was like, wow. You know, and we shouldn't have to do this, but apparently it is a stat this season. And also from Sonny as well. I'll just bring these two stats up for you guys because they're quite rarely unbelievable. Now, Tottenham this season have earned 22 points from losing positions. I think it's one of the top 2 in the league or 3 in the league that have done this. And also, Sonny has scored 5 winning goals this season. That's more than anybody other player in the Premier League this season. So anyone saying that, let's start with the Sonny thing first. Anyone saying that Sonny isn't important to us, they don't know what they're talking about because he is important. He down Saturday got us the winner against Luton. He was there. Also, he was there for a few games this season where he's come in and he's picked the winner for us. And he has been the player that we've looked for. We missed him when he was away in the Asian Cup. Though Richarlison did step up. Richarlison did step up and score goals. I think he's got 10 goals this season where Sonny's got 14 or 15. But also to earn 22 points from loads of positions is quite remarkable. Now, a lot of people can say, well, look, is that a good thing? Yeah, well, it shows a fighting spirit. It shows we never give up. It shows that we keep going and going and going until the end of the game. But on the other hand, it's not good because you cannot keep going behind in games. You cannot keep coming from losing positions because sometimes it is going to catch you out. It caught us out against Fulham. So we have to find a way to start games and start well and keep doing well, like we did at Villa. So do you know what I mean? It's quite an unbelievable stat. It really is. It really is. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do now, guys. We're going to show you me and Phillips predicted lineup. So here is our predicted lineup. Just let me bring that up a little bit more for you guys. We have made 3 changes to the Tottenham lineup, to the one that played at Fulham on Luton on Saturday. And this is the lineup we've gone up. Now, I will go through the chat with this because there is, Peter is saying that Vicario has picked up a knock in practice. Now, I'm not sure. I'm waiting to get this confirmed. I have asked the question. So once I hear the answer, I will do a quick minute video and give you an update on that, Neil. But if you do know the latest, keep us updated on that. We've got DJ. He said it's time to burst the bubbles. Of course it's time to burst some bubbles. I mean, it's really embarrassing. 50-year-old men playing with bubbles. You think they would have had more to do with their lives than sitting there and saying to their missus, what do you want for your birthday, Bob? I want bubbles because I love playing with bubbles. West Ham told me it's all right to play with bubbles. Grow up. Be like Tottenham fans. Tottenham fans are refined. We're like the elderly gentleman that goes down to the pub like dressed in fine clothes. You know, we're like the elder statesmen of London and Ireland. And you get West Ham fans that love playing with bubbles. They're still playing in the sandpit at the back of a pub that we used to have when I was a kid. I remember as a kid, they used to have sandpits with little diggers. And I used to love playing because my dad was a builder and was a machine driver, which I end up doing. But yeah, that's what West Ham fans are like. But Tottenham fans are more refined. We're the elder statesmen. The West Ham fans just like playing with bubbles. Get a grip. Stop playing with bubbles and Barney the dinosaurs. My eldest lad used to love Barney the dinosaur when he was younger. He doesn't like Barney the dinosaur now because he's got sense. West Ham fans have no sense. They're all babies. Anyway, get away from the West Ham rant. We'll start with Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven. We've put back in Destiny. That is our back 4. Now, in the midfield, we've dropped Basuma because he was woeful against Luton. And I've still got the hump with him with that tackle that he tried to put in for the first Luton goal. I've still got the myth. I'm still miffed over that. He literally just put his leg out. I tell you what I'm doing, lads. I just pretend I'm going to tackle and make it look good. Philip was right yesterday. And should have pulled him off straight then. Made a point. I sent you out to play for Tottenham to give 100%. Not the first chance you get a tackle, give 10%. I would have taken him off. I agree with Philip. But we've dropped him. We're bringing Bentancur in. We're putting in there with Madison. And with the front three, well, I've gone with my man Johnson. Could I not go with anyone else? I thought he was exceptional when he came on. Okay, I grant you, he didn't play well against Fulham. Nobody did. He had a good game against Villa. He showed what he can do. He didn't back it up. I want him to back it up tonight. I want him to back it up against West Ham and show West Ham and show us Tottenham fans, I am the player. I can be the player you want me to be. He's got to back it up tonight. But I've gone for pace. Because when we had pace down the wings, we were very threatening against Luton. We really were very, very threatening. And that's no disrespect against Kulu. Look, I said in my predicted lineup yesterday that if Kulu doesn't want to move into middle, then get him gone. And maybe that's harsh. Maybe that's harsh on Kulu, who's been a good player for us. But I feel his time's on the wing, and it does my head in when he keeps cutting in all the time. It is so frustrating. Then, if that's the case, swap him. Because if you swap wings, he won't be cutting in all the time. So, I'm starting with Johnson tonight. I'm sure Johnson will give a good performance to himself, and Werner as well. Before you start checking out accusations like that, you're the Muppet. And you're being blocked. If I can't block him, but if one of the mods are in the chat, block him, because I totally reject that. Got Jared. Have you got Mark Fargo, Gary Brook? I wish I had them on the bench, Jared, to be fair. Yeah, that would be good. I would love them on the bench. Pete says, speak for yourself, Dermot. I'm under-refined. I'm proud of it. Fair enough. I'm just making a point. Right, I'm going to ban him. So he's banned, and I'm going to ban him. We've got Muppets coming in. I swear to God, right? There are no mods, damn it. All right, DJ, I will make you a mod. I will make you a mod. Hang on. Where are you now? I'll make you a mod. Add as moderator. And there you go. There you go, DJ. You're now mod. And also, Peter, you're a mod as well. I'm going to make you a mod as well. So I'm going to make you a manager moderator. So you're like the without thing. And also, where is he? Where's Mr. Neil Shafton? There we go. And also, Neil, you're a mod as well. I'm going to make you a manager mod. So there you go. There's 3 mods for you guys. Let's see what people say in this chat. Boris Brick, big up, Boris. Hope you're doing well, sir. Said it's strange when these people come in. It is, and it's really annoying. And it's really frustrating because they're just there to cause trouble. And they're just idiots. Big up to Neil. Says Kulu can be used as a number of spots. He is more of a threat when he's not doing. Exactly, Neil. Exactly. So why do we keep persisting with him on the wing when we know he's better? He can be good as a number 10 to give Madison a little bit of. I think to give Madison a little bit more of a think. Oh, hang on, if I don't play, he's going to take my place. So I think so. I think that's. I think I agree with you, Neil. Absolutely. We have. Okay. Never been a mod, Dermot. What do? You just block people or time people out who you think are being a bit silly in the chat. Basically, you're the chief chat moderator. If you think somebody's being a bit naughty in the chat, you time them out. And if you think they deserve to be banned, you ban them. The power is in your hands, Peter. The power is in your hands. And Neil says they're burying me a mod with scooters, of course, yeah. With me scooters. Oh yeah, mods and scooters. So I forgot about that. Yeah. DJ says thanks, Dermot. Cheers. No problem, DJ. I just did it because I love your picture with Homer, with Bart Simpson there, smoking something he shouldn't be smoking. Fair play to Bart. I love Bart. Mod fights those rockers in Brighton to do Neil, but no fighting on here. We're a channel of peace and love. Mrs. Tron's just looking at me thinking I've totally lost my plot completely. Either that or she think having been up the funny fags again, Dermot. And I'm going to say, no, I haven't. But I wish I was. Peter M says there's nothing about Vicario and injury in Google. No, there isn't. But you never know. These things will seep out. So we have to wait and see. Big up to Leslie Crawford. Isaac would be a great signing. He has 14 goals in the Premier League this season. I did see that this morning. We're looking at him. And do you know what? I don't think he would be a bad signing for us, Leslie. I think he'd be better than Ivan Toney. I don't know who you would prefer. Let me know in the chat. Would you prefer Ivan Toney or Isaac from Newcastle? Or what's his name from Villa? The Villa striker. I'll forget his name now. But the Villa striker, let me know what you think. Gerard says, best to be offloaded this summer. Look, I think with Basuma, you've got to take a few things into account. You've got to take he did get malaria during the African nations. Has that taken it out of him? You also got the bit where he got sent off for diving. Did that affect his confidence? So there's a number of things I think we need to look at. Look, if he's not the right player, Ange will get rid of him. No two questions about it. He will get rid of him. But I think we need to look at the other options as well a little bit. Big up to Peter M on another Spurs-related issue. The back page Sun says we're interested in signing Alex Ajax from Newcastle. I take it with a pinch of salt, but I'd love to see him with us. Well, there you go. That answers my question, Peter. You'd love to see him at Spurs. We've got the Italian shot stopper picked up a groin injury whilst clearing the ball in the final few minutes of Saturday's dual win. Ooh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. I'll look into that, Neil. Thanks for that, man. We've got Leslie. In the last 10 games, we have scored only 4 goals in the first half, 18 in the second half. Ange needs to give them a kick up and ass before kickoff instead of halftime. Look, I don't. Ange is not sending these players out to play poorly in the first half. He's as frustrated as probably as we are, and he mentioned it in his post-match press conference on Saturday, that he can understand the anxiety that's caused within the stands of us playing like that. And it is wrong. Tottenham should be on it. We were on it in the Villa game from minute 1. We should be able to do that quite consistently, game after game after game. We're only playing 1 game a week. So we should be able to do that quite consistently. Why aren't we doing that consistently? That's the mother of all questions. We've done it under previous managers as well. And I thought it got out with the squad, was selling the likes of Eric Dyer and people like that. But it seems to be creeping back in again. It's really frustrating. It's for us. It's very frustrating, I say, for Ange as well. So that is a shocking stat. Only 4 goals scored in the first half and 18 in the second half. That is a shock. That's a great stat, Leslie. Absolutely great stat as well. We also have, we've got Neil's, here we go. Just read Google instructions. I'll big up Peter. We've got Boris says, Ajax is just injury prone to be a Spurs player. We already have far too many injuries. That's very true as well, Boris. You get there, Neil in the head. Steve Marriott says, is the mod father, Paul Weller is the mod son. Yes, there you go. Even Mrs. Tron's happy with that. Also, big up to the guitarist for who sadly passed away on the 25th of March. Chris, I forget his second name. Is it Verivox? The band? They had a big hit with Vienna in 81.
Oh, no.
I forget the name anyway. The bass guitarist passed away on the 25th of March for them. So
Ultravox.
Yeah, that's the name. Yeah, the bass guitarist died on 25th of March. DJ says, Watkins, what's the name? So my memory is shocking recently. Finding it very hard. I mean, my missus is going through the menopause, and she's got a reason for brain fog. I don't. So there you go.
Thanks to everyone.
Peter M says, but Isaac will come around 100 million, not for Levy's checkbook. No, that is so true. That is so true. Neil says, if we got Isaac, we would become the Swedish national squad with Kulu, Bergville, and Isaac. Yeah, we would. That's so true. Any future for Ollie Skip at the Lane? I don't think so, Gerard. I think I forgot he was still in the squad, to be fair. I forgot. I thought he was out on loan until I found out last night when I was putting this show together that he was still in the squad. Couldn't believe that. But I don't think so. I think he'd be done now. I really do. I think his time's up. And it's a shame. But I think he'd be like Harry Winks. He'd be great in the Championship or a lower Premier League side, but I think his time at Tottenham is over. Leslie, we scored all 4 goals at Villa in the second half. We did, and it's a shocking stat, that. It really is. Bryce, but thing is, Isaac is a good player, but the price tag would be over 100 mil, aka over the price for a world-class player. Look, transfers now are just mad. An average player could go for 100 million. It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. What we got here? And Peter says, if Venom is injured, does that mean Brendan Austin might start as Foster's also injured? Yes, it does. When he isn't world class, I'll get you. Ultravox, yeah, big up, guys. Yeah, he is. Mid-Euro, yeah, he is. That is so true. Would love to sell Brendan Austin. Would you sell Brendan Austin or keep? I would keep. I would keep him because I think he'd be a good. You could train him up under Vicario and have him as a good understudy. I would sell Foster. I think Foster's had his time, but I think Brendan Austin, I keep him. And then Leslie Corvus in Newcastle, we need to sell to reinvest in the squad, keep themselves but within FFP. Isaac cost them 63 million. Look, a lot of clubs in the summer are going to have to sell cheaply to keep them within FFP rules. That is going to be an absolute shocking summer. Right, let's get on with the other bits. Guys want to know the head-to-head between Tottenham Hotspur and West Ham and Tottenham as well. So let's get that up for you guys so I can just take this up. It really is an unbelievable record. And also, I'm going to give you the kick-up times as well, guys, for where you can watch the game wherever you are. So I will do that. So let me take off the starting 11. Of course, the head-to-head between West Ham 67 wins, Tottenham 101 wins, and there's only been, I think, the draw bit didn't come up, but there has been draw. Of course, kickoff time also tonight is at 8:15, of course, UK time, 15:15 Eastern time, and 12:15 in America. And your referee today, guys, is, of course, John Brooks. Your VAR is Andy Madley. Andy Madley for the VAR. And if you are in the UK, you can watch it, of course, on TNT Sports. You can also watch it, guys, on Discovery Plus. You can Discovery Plus app, TNT Sports 1, TNT Sports Ultimate. Referee, of course, is John Brooks. The VAR is Andy Madley as well. And if you're in the USA, don't worry, guys, we have you covered as well. Of course, it is on the United States. It's on Peacock. Let me just bring that up for you guys. Of course, it is on Peacock TV. Just let me bring that off and bring that back on. Of course, it is on Peacock TV, and in Canada, it is on Fubo TV. So there you go, guys. That is all your up-to-date Spurs. And look, the last thing is my game score. And I tell you what, I'm quite delusional, as you well know. I'm Dermotron, the delusionist. So I am going for 4-0 winner West Ham tonight. I think we're going to beat them. I think we've got a point to prove as well away from home. And I think we will get a good result. Tottenham will get a good result tonight. West Ham, after that defeat on Saturday, will be either... It could go two ways for West Ham. They could either come out and go into their shells, or they'll come out all guns blazing. And if they come out all guns blazing, we will be able to pick them up with the pace we have with Johnson and Werner in the wing and Sonny up front. The midfield for me tonight has to work hard. The midfield has to turn up tonight with Bentancur, with Maddison for me as well. Maddison has to put a performance in. So we will see what happens tonight, guys. Let's go through. Peter says, I'm not delusional. I would not be surprised at a draw. Wow. 12:15 today, Pacific time. Oh, yeah, because of the hour thing. Dermo called it tonight. I go 2-1. Look, I'm going 4-0. UK time should be BST, not GMT. Cotswold on Sunday. Yeah, I know. I got this off 90 minutes, so they haven't updated themselves, and it's me putting it together. They can cop on to that. Nitha, where is Philip? Philip is on his way up to Dublin, doing his drumming tonight. He's never around on the Tuesday, so this is why I tried to do this pre-recorded, but I thought I'd do it live. And it seems quite popular. It seems a lot of you are in the chat. It seems a lot of you quite like it. So let me know in the chat. Do you want this continued as a pre-record, or do you want me to do all these pre-game thoughts live? So let me know what you want me to do, and we will do it for you. Peter M says, I think we need a top-class goalkeeper number 2 with Austin number 3. See, I would love the Southampton keeper, Bazzuno, to come, Irish goalkeeper, to come to Tottenham. But he wouldn't want to come as a number 2. But I would love him at Tottenham. I mean, he's very good with his feet, Bazzuno. He's absolutely brilliant. He's a very quick goalkeeper. So he would play the way Ange wants to play from the back. For me, I love Bazzuno at Tottenham. Really would. Neil says, love Ultra Fox. And for that, Midge, you even played briefly with Phil Lynott and Thin Lizzy. Yes, he did. Where we'll go. Leslie saying we've only won one of our last 5 away games in the league. I'll go for 2-2. Peter says, do we want a Ramsdale and Reina situation? I wouldn't think you get one at Tottenham. I don't think you would. I think, look, what's happening at Arsenal, I think, is more down to Arteta's lack of management at the club for keeping players happy and say to the player, right, you're coming in as my number 1, you're my number 2. And he's let them fight it out, and it's caused friction, and it's caused bitterness, and it's caused unhappiness within the squad. And I don't think that's the right way to do it. I think you need to tell your goalkeeper, right, you're number 1, you're my number 2. And you're going to play a certain amount of games in League Cup games, FA Cup games, and European games, and you're going to be my main Premier League goalkeeper and the Champions League. The rest of it then goes to your second goalkeeper. So to all know what they're playing the following season. But listen, we are going to leave it there. Let me take talking points down. Of course, I am back on Dave's at 4:15 tonight. And then, of course, I'm back here at 7:30 this evening with the watch along with West Ham versus Spurs. We're going to keep you up to date with all the rest of the Premier League as well. Colin's going to keep you up to date with the Premier League, League 1, League 2, whatever's playing tonight. And also he will keep you up to date as Donny are playing tonight as well. So we are going to keep you up to date with that goal scorer. So please come back, please hit the like button, subscription button, and we shall be back later. And Peter says, I'm glad we didn't bid for Raya. No, me too. Arsenal created that problem, but Brentford asking for 40 was a mistake. It was a really big mistake, and I'm glad we didn't go for it. But listen, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I will be back later on with the watch along. Catch me over in Dave's at 4:15. Whatever you do, come on, you Spurs, and Big Ange we trust.